You walk into a quiet office and every single head turns, not because of what you're wearing, because your heels are announcing your arrival from 3 rooms away. And those rubber caps everyone swears by, they fall off after a week. The felt pads, they turn into a gross, sticky mess after one rainy day. You've already tried the obvious stuff, and you're still clicking like a tap dancer. I'm going to show you 6 methods that actually work, including one that costs literally $1 and lasts a month. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which solution is right for your specific heels. Why heels click. Before we jump into solutions, you need to understand why heels make noise in the first place, because once you get this, every fix I'm about to show you will make perfect sense. It's actually pretty simple. You've got a hard heel tip smashing into a hard floor. That impact creates a sharp vibration that we hear as the click. The harder both surfaces are, the louder the sound. But here's what makes it worse. Stilettos concentrate your entire body weight into a contact point smaller than a dime. That's why they're so much louder than block heels or wedges. Same person, same floor, but all that force is hitting one tiny spot. So every solution that actually works does the same thing. It puts something soft between your heel and the floor to absorb that impact. That's it. That's the whole game. Let's start with the one that works better than it has any right to. Method 1. Cork pads. Go to Walmart right now and buy self-stick cork furniture pads. They cost $1 for a pack of 8. Clean the bottom of your heels with rubbing alcohol, let them dry completely, peel the backing off the cork pad, stick it on, and press down hard for like 10 seconds. That's it! You just solved the problem for $1. These last about a month with regular wear. When they start to peel, rip them off and stick new ones on. You can get through an entire year for $12. The only downside, they're visible if someone looks at the bottom of your shoe. But unless you're doing yoga in heels, nobody's gonna notice. But if you want something more invisible, this next method is what fashion bloggers have been using for years. Method 2. Felt and glue. Buy a sheet of felt fabric from any craft store, $3 max. Grab some super glue while you're there. Trace the shape of your heel onto the felt with a pen. Cut it out as precisely as you can. The cleaner the cut, the more invisible this looks. Put a thin layer of super glue on both the heel and the felt. Wait like 30 seconds until it gets tacky, then press them together hard for a full minute. Don't skip this part. If you don't let it set properly, it'll peel off the first time you walk on pavement. Let it cure overnight before you wear them. This lasts 2 to 3 weeks, and it's almost completely invisible. The felt compresses over time, so you'll need to redo it eventually. But for important shoes where you don't want visible cork pads, this is the move. However, both of these methods have the same problem. They wear down. If you want something that lasts longer without replacing it every month, you need heel caps. Method 3. Slip-on heel caps. These are little rubber covers that stretch over your heel tips. The good ones cost about $12 for 2 pairs. The brand that actually works is called Go-Go Heel Quick Tips. They stretch to fit different sizes, and they cover up those metal nails that are making half the noise. Here's the thing though, you have to measure your heel tip diameter first. I'm serious, get a ruler and measure in millimeters. These caps come in sizes from 7 millimeters to 12 millimeters. If you buy the wrong size, they either won't fit or they'll fly off when you walk. Once you've got the right size, just stretch them over the heel tip. They should be tight. If they slide on easy, they're too big, and they will fall off. These last a few months with regular wear. When they start to look beat up, replace them. At $6 a pair, it's still cheaper than buying new shoes. But heel caps only fix the heel. If your shoes are also loud at the toe, you need gel cushions. Method 4. Gel cushions. These stick inside your shoe under the ball of your foot. Ball of foot cushions from Dr. Scholl's cost about $8. Peel and stick them inside the shoe where the ball of your foot sits. What these do is stop your foot from sliding forward with each step. When your foot slides, your heel lifts up and then slams back down. That's extra noise you don't need. Plus, they absorb some of the impact from the inside, which makes every step quieter overall. These last about a month, same as the Cork pads. When they lose their stickiness, replace them.
Combine gel cushions with heel caps, and you've got a comprehensive solution for about $20 total.
But there's one method that costs literally nothing, and honestly, it might be the most effective one on this list. Method 5. Change how you walk. This sounds obvious, but nobody actually does it. Stop slamming your heel down first. Instead, land with your whole foot more parallel to the floor. You're basically doing a ball of foot first step, but not so extreme that it looks like you're sneaking around. Take shorter steps. Long strides force you to land harder. Shorter, controlled steps mean less impact. And here's the part nobody tells you. Don't lift your feet more than an inch or two off the ground. The higher you lift, the harder you land. Walk like you're on ice and you don't want to slip. This technique alone can cut your noise by half. Combine it with Cork pads or heel caps, and you'll be almost silent. But what if you've tried all this and it's still not quiet enough? Or what if these are expensive shoes and you don't want to risk a DIY method? That's when you need a professional. Method 6. Cobbler services. A cobbler can replace your heel tips with professional rubber ones for $10 to $20. Most of them do it while you wait. 15 minutes, you're done. This is the right move when your heel tips have worn down so much that you can see the metal pin inside. That exposed metal is loud as hell, and no DIY cap is going to fix it properly. A cobbler will pull off the old tip, select the right size from their inventory, attach it with a shoe last so it's perfectly secure, and sand it smooth. It's going to last way longer than anything you stick on yourself. If you want to go all in, ask about rubber half soles. That's $30 to $70, and it covers the entire front of the shoe with professional-grade rubber. This fixes both heel noise and toe noise in one shot. The catch is you have to leave your shoes for a couple days. But for expensive heels or your favorite pair that you wear constantly, it's worth it. Find a good cobbler by asking at Nordstrom or checking Yelp reviews specifically for heel repairs. Practical recommendations. Here's what I'd actually do. Start with the dollar Cork pads. If those work well enough, you're done. If you need something more durable, get the Go-Go heel caps and gel cushions for about $20 total. For expensive shoes, skip the DIY and go straight to a cobbler. $20 for professional rubber tips is cheap insurance on $200 heels. And no matter which method you pick, practice the quiet walking technique. Soft steps on rubber tips can get you to basically silent. So now you've got 6 ways to silence your heels. Pick the one that fits your budget and your shoes. And if this helped, subscribe so you don't miss the next one.